So, today, we're going to be recording, like, a Q&A sort of thing.
And I get to know us.
Yeah, so they're going to be combined, so our questions have to do with getting to know us.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I have questions already written down.
I have a question.
Question.
I have a question, a whole question.
All right, so you ask your question first.
No, you ask your question first.
I have 11.
I have one.
So
ask yours first.
All right. So mine start off a little simple, and then they get more deep. Okay. And we don't know the questions. So, why did you choose to go to tech?
Well, I'm an animal and poultry sciences major. So, it's obvious that tech has a really good agriculture program here. Yeah. And I really didn't want to leave Virginia. Well, my mom was like, you can't leave Virginia. And I'm like, okay. So, here I am. That's it.
All right. Am I keep asking? Or
you can ask one more, then I'll ask mine.
Okay. When did you know you wanted to go to tech?
Once I got here and I, realized the atmosphere, it seemed really nice. And then I saw, the agriculture program, and I was like, oh, yeah. I'm in here. Okay. Mm. My turn. She's a little deep.
All right, mine get deep.
Okay. What's it like being a black person at a PWI?
I asked the same question. All right. Okay. So.
Oh, and for those who don't know, a PWI is a predominantly white institution.
I don't know. I feel like.
Okay, hold on. So my room, it's a Jack and Jill.
I'm just gonna stop talking so you can edit it out.
Oh,
that's why I didn't.
Well, my room is a Jack and Jill. So it's my room. My two Jack, Tar, Jill, whatever you call it. Their room's on the other side, but in between our two rooms is a bathroom. So if someone goes to the bathroom, you can
They go to
You'll see it later, but my room isn't the best right now, so we're not going to do a room tour.
Well, we will do a room tour and a dorm tour sort of thing later. Yeah. Okay, anyway, I don't know, I feel like programs like manners and having someone else here sort of makes it better, but I feel like if I was here and I didn't have any connections with any other minorities or African Americans, then it would be this is my question. Then it would be harder.
You see how she treats me?
Yeah, I feel like having people is having a support system a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, since that's your only question,
I did great.
This is going to be a good story time. How did we meet?
Okay, so do you want to tell your perspective first, and then I tell my perspective?
No, you tell yours.
But we're two different people. We have different perspectives.
Tell yours. This is your question.
Okay, so it was orientation, and we were in McComas, and we were doing this scavenger hunt thing, and so we were walking around, and I didn't feel like doing the scavenger hunt anymore. And there was a bunch of other activities, set around. So I was like, well, I don't feel like walking up all these steps, so I'm not going to do this. So I go and I sit down and I start coloring. And there's this girl sitting beside me and this girl sitting across from me. And I'm like, hi, I'm I'yana. And I, talk to them both. And, yeah.
Were you sitting down first? Or was I sitting down first?
You were sitting down first. That's how I remember
I thought you were sitting down first.
I thought you were sitting down first.
Well. Okay, so either way.
So I sat down and talked to them, and I got both of their numbers, but I don't remember who the other girl was.
I wish you would.
Yeah, but I have your number in my phone, so, if you want to text me or something, feel free. We can get lunch or whatever, but...
You have her number. She doesn't have yours.
Oh. Well, I don't know who you are.
So. I don't know who she was either. I don't even remember her name.
Sorry, you were really nice.
Clearly, we made one good connection.
Yeah, and she was the other person.
Oh, yeah. My perspective was at orientation, I was sort of a little nervous because you're up here, but you're pretty much by yourself, and our parents couldn't do anything with us during this time. So I was just sort of wandering around. At other times during the day, they had like stuff scheduled for us to do, so it wasn't really like, oh, like go find something to do. It was like, oh no, we gotta do this, this, and this. Yeah. So then when we got to McComas, it was sort of like, you're free, go do something. And I was like, I don't know what to do. So, and I wasn't going to work out. I wasn't going to find a scavenger hunt thing.
You have never worked out.
No.
She's lazy.
So I was like, well, there's some girls over here coloring. Let's go talk to them. And look where we're at.
That was me.
All right. Since I have one other question. What is one good thing that has happened so far while at Tech?
Dang. Is there anything? I met a lot of really good people. Did I say you? Did I say you?
All right, whatever.
Did I say Ahmerah?
Whatever.
I met a lot of really good people. Just living in Paine, and
Tell them where you live.
they're gonna know where I live anyway. They don't know what room I'm in. Just living in Paine, I met a lot of really cool people. You talk to in college, you meet a lot of people from that see like different perspectives. So
if you talk to them,
yeah, if you talk to.
That's another story.
You meet a lot of people with like really different perspectives. Like I know in high school, you're all like in one area, so a lot of you have the same perspective. But I don't know. In college, people are coming from like different backgrounds. So there's people from different countries, different counties, different states, like a whole bunch of that. And so they all have different experiences, and you get to meet them and talk to them. And yeah, they're really cool people.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you wish you did more in the fall semester? It's spring semester right
What do
now.
you mean more?
Like, more than just going to class. Like, more, like, college stuff.
I mean, I did some stuff. Like, I'm in Swine Club. I'm in BSA.
You were in pre-vet in fall.
Don't throw shade on me like that. I'm not doing pre-vet anymore, so I'm not in that anymore. So, I mean, kind of, but at the same time, not really. Because I feel like if I did a lot more, then I wouldn't have had as much time for my work. And we all know APSC intro is a struggle. If you're taking APSC and you have intro, prepare yourself, because your head's gonna be hurting, your body's gonna be hurting, you're gonna have no sleep. I'm gonna just warn them. I'm preparing.
All right. Anyway, that was not the question. So, what do you hope to do after graduation?
Go back to school.
For
graduate school.
For like, what do you like after like, your final graduation?
My final graduation, I want to do research
on
reproduction of swine and or cattle.
Do you wish you were in more clubs?
Like I said, kind of, but at the same time, not really, because you have to. I feel like I have a lot already going on, and if I were to add more clubs in, like just now, I was just trying to figure out like what I have planned for the rest of the week. Even though I have a planner and like 2 calendars, there's still a lot of stuff, and I have a lot of like review sessions for tests and stuff that I need to study for, and it's not fun like staying up every single night till like 2 a.m. when you have like an 8 a.m. the next day.
Do you think being in ag and life science and being a minority changes how hard you have to work?
Like in ag or just
like being in our college, like I point to my shirt because I have our college shirt on. But do you think like being in our college, like, which is predominant, well, that's another question. Just like being in our college and being a minority, do you think you have to like work harder to prove yourself, or like do you think you have the same chances as everybody?
I think so. I feel like our college as a whole has to work harder, because especially like with all this stuff, I'm gonna throw a little bit of shade with all the stuff that UVA is saying about like only like Hicks go to tech for agriculture. I don't see why you need a degree and all this, yada, yada, yada. There's a lot of stuff out there in agriculture.
And ag is a growing business.
Yeah.
So
Like, you gotta eat.
Both of us are in ag.
Do you like bacon, beef, mutton,
cow?
You gotta eat, right? So you need people in agriculture. So don't throw shade, please. What was the question again?
Do you think you have to work harder?
Oh yeah, I feel like our college as a whole has to work harder.
Because like
I was talking to this one person and they were like, I'm not gonna throw shade, but they were like, yeah, I don't really think ag is that hard because they were an engineering major. And I was like,
I mean, I feel like they're hard in two different aspects. Like, for ag, we have so much that we
like,
have
there's
to
a lot
learn.
of material that you have to learn at once.
Whereas engineering, it's like one specific thing, but it's a lot in that one thing. So I feel like it's like hard in different points.
Yeah.
Like, we have a lot of material, but engineers might have a lot of content.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Do you ever get discouraged being at a predominantly white school?
Yes.
You feel like some, like...
I don't want to go too deep into that, so I'm going to just say yes.
All right, yes. Does possibly being the only minority in some of your classes encourage you or discourage you?
Discourage. Because...
Why?
I don't know how to explain it. It's just... It really sucks, man. Like, you look around and there's no one who looks like you. And you're sitting there thinking, you're like, well, did I only get into this college because I'm a minority? And you sit there and you, like, start thinking about that stuff. And I don't know. It really puts you down.
Can I answer the question?
I guess.
I think it encourages me only because you have to start somewhere. So, like, if I'm the first black one in one of my classes, then that might encourage some other African Americans to join the class or, like, later on next semester or something. So,
but would you, like, join a class just because, like, there's another black person in there, though?
No, but I wouldn't, like, if I knew who was in the class and I knew I would be the only black person, then I might be like, do I really want to go in there? You know?
Yeah. I
feel like we have to get representation somehow, and there's actually not a lot, but a decent amount of black African Americans in ag.
Like, I was really surprised.
Yeah. There's, here, because a lot of them are going into, like, companion animal pre-vet.
A lot of people want to do pre-vet.
So
I wanted to do pre-vet.
I wanted to do pre-vet.
Look where I am now.
Want to study cows. So I feel like it has to start somewhere. So if I can be, like, the one that is the only black one in the class and does well, then I'll do it. Do you appreciate programs like Manners here at Tech?
Yes.
Tell them what Manners is.
Actually, how about you tell them what Manners is? Because so Manners and Swine Club have meetings around the same time in the same building on the same day, right? So I haven't been able to go. So I've only been getting the emails that she's been forwarding to me because I wanted to join, but I have to go to Swine Club. So how about you enlighten us about Manners, please, ma'am? Thank you.
Manners is minorities in agriculture.
Get it, boo.
Minorities in agriculture. There's another in other natural resources, okay? Something like that. So pretty much we do meetings every other Monday, and it's minorities of any kind. So there's a white guy in there who's in engineering. So I guess he feels that he's a minority in some of his classes or in a lot of his classes and wanted to join. There's a lot of STEM majors and a lot of cows majors.
Cows?
Cows.
Oh, I thought you said cows.
No.
I was like, a major for that? I thought that was
and you sort of just, like, work together and, like, it goes along with the thing about like having a support system. Sorry, having a support system. So you have people to talk to about being the only black person in your class, or being a black woman trying to get into dairy science, or a black woman trying to get into research for pigs, swine. So, like, you just, like, talk about those things that you feel like you have someone on your side, sort of.
And there's also a lot of opportunities that come out of it, too. Like, I know next month, was it next month?
What are we talking
They're
about?
going to the conference.
That's in April.
That's in April, not next month. But, yeah, there's a conference. And I don't know, there's a lot of stuff that you can do with it. It looks interesting. So, yeah.
I've been to about 2 of the meetings, and
I've been to 0.
but I tell her everything that goes on in the meetings.
Yeah.
So she's basically in the club. She just hasn't paid her dues.
You know what? I haven't been to a single meeting.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're in the club, but you're not in the club. I keep hitting your knee right here. All right, last question that I have. Do you agree that tech has difficult science courses on purpose as weed out classes?
Yes. Intro into APSC. That was definitely a weed out course. The lab was not that bad. It wasn't good, but it wasn't as bad as intro. I know for a fact we had over 600 vocab words, and those all had to be memorized for the exams and the quizzes. And then there was a bunch of other stuff. Like, it was just a whole lot of stuff that I feel was a little bit unnecessary. But, yeah, it's basically, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to be in this major? So you just got to push through it, even though it sucks a little bit. You got to push through it, and, yeah, if you really want to do it.
If you want to come to tech and go into this major, you sort of have to really want to do it. We both came into this major wanting. You gotta be taller than me.
You're normally taller than me. Don't even at me like that.
We both came into this major. We both came into tech as animal and poultry science major, pre-vet option, and I was
companion animal. I was companion animal.
I said pre-vet option. Whatever.
Companion animal.
Pre-vet is the option. Your emphasis was companion animal.
I know what I'm talking about.
She was emphasizing on companion animal, and I was livestock emphasis. And as, like, the first semester went on, and seeing her struggle, and
because let me tell you,
because I wasn't in the intro classes, because I was in math, whatever. I was in some hard classes, so I didn't take intro. But seeing her struggle, and then me struggling myself, I dropped the pre-vet option. I was like, nah, that's okay. I went to research. And then now, towards the end of spring, or the beginning of spring, I was like, you know what? I don't think I want to be in the major at all. Sort of because I didn't really want to take intro, because I don't want to take something that makes me not want to do this for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be discouraged by taking this class that was everything I had dreamed about for coming to tech, and then be like, I don't want to do that. Yeah. So, and then I also, like, predominantly really want to work with cows and livestock, but mainly cows, so dairy science is perfect.
Yeah, and let me tell you now, even if you don't want to do the pre-vet option, you still have to take intro. Like, it's required as a prerequisite for other courses. So if you want to do it, you're still going to have to take it at some point. But yeah, like I said, it was difficult. It wasn't easy, but I got through it. Yeah, it happened. As pre-vet, you're going to have to take OChem, which I hate chem as it is, because I didn't take chemistry in high school. So now I'm in chem. Oh, if you're, like, a junior or anything under it, please take chem before you come here. Like, please do that for yourself. Like, I took physics.
I took chem, and that's still.
Because my high school did me dirty. They told me that if I took earth science and 2 bios, I could take AP bio. I didn't even plan on taking chem. So I was like, okay. So I did that, and then I get there, and they're like, oh, you either have to take chem or physics before you take AP Bio. And I was like, okay. So I signed up for physics. It wasn't a fun time. And I never took chem. And now I'm here taking chem, and I'm really struggling, and I don't know what's going on because I feel like having that high school, like, understanding would have been a good base. I don't even know what I was supposed to be talking about anymore. I got so far off topic.
You were talking about how you got to where you're at now with your major.
Oh, right. Okay.
So, like, where you started and where you're at now.
So, I was in intro, and we started learning about cattle first, I think. Yeah. And so we were in the lab, and it was a lot of fun. And I was like, hey, this is like something like cool that I'd want to do, but I don't know if I would want to be a vet when I do it. So I started thinking about research, and then we did our AI lab. I was like, ooh, this is fun. So I did that. And then I started thinking, we did like a pig lab, and I was like, I like pigs a lot too. So I was thinking about that, and I was like, well, why don't I just do a double emphasis? So that way, like depending on which one I would need in the future, I could have the emphasis for either one. So yeah, no more cats and dogs for me, or iguanas, or ferrets, or whatever. Even though I still work at a vet hospital, it's very good. I like it, but I don't see myself doing that anymore. Yeah, that's it.
What else can we talk about? Oh, after graduation, since you didn't ask me any questions, after graduation, I want to be a farm manager, but then I might go back to school, but my goal is to be a cattle farm manager. This summer, I just registered for a dairy workshop in May, and I'm so excited. So basically, I go home for the summer, and then I come back a week later and go to Kentland Farms, and we do a 3-day workshop, and we get hands-on experience with the cows, and I'm so excited. And it counts for a credit for my major, or my new major. Yeah. And then next summer, I hope to do like an internship with Smithfield, even though that's pigs, and I'm trying to get her to do it with me.
It sounds like so much fun, honestly.
But, you know, that's like a whole summer away, and that's
that's
a big commitment, and it's like all the way down near North Carolina. So then if we go together, we could like stay together, but you know, that's another time, another story, another time, another day.
Yep.
We gotta go to bio tutoring.
Oh yeah, we should wrap this up. Okay, so that's a little insight on our lives.
If you want to know more, leave a comment below.
If people watch this,
subscribe and hit the little bell for notifications.
Wait. You already know what to do. Hit the little bell and subscribe to get more notifications, so that way you'll know more about us, even though we're in school and we don't have a lot of time to make videos. Oh, Faith's not here because she's busy. We have another person. Her name is Faith. She's very cool. She's great. But she just recently got a new job, and it's very, like, time demanding, but it's really cool, though. I'm very proud of her. Shout out to Faith.
Get to where you had to say. We got 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, we gotta go. Bye!
You didn't even